Okay. I think we might be back. I don't know what's going on with my internet at all. Like, my router isn't even freaking out. It just seems like it just keeps dropping randomly. And I'm not really sure. I don't know sure what it is. I waited a few minutes before I started this back up. I'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute, guys. We'll all give it a second to get back into it. And I mean, if it fails the third time, we'll just call it for the night. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's just a little bummer. It's a little bit of a bummer. But give it just a minute before I start committing to this again, because it's kicking me out of the game as well, so I know it's my internet for sure. It's not just like my system or something like that, or something that's going weird with the connection with Twitch or YouTube or whatever. It's literally my internet is like hiccuping at random intervals, and I don't know what is going on here. I have an Ethernet connection, so it's not like Wi-Fi problems. It is straight up coax digital cable not working like it should. But we will see. I pay for like the highest tier, or like darn near the highest tier of it too, because it's so annoying. I don't even get all the speed for that tier with this place either. I really should pay for a lower tier. But even so, it's like, come on, like I would expect decent performance at any time. I'm not getting it. Seems like it's stable for a minute, so we're gonna do this again. I swear they do like random maintenance and they just don't tell anybody. Like if they would just say when they're doing the maintenance or taking stuff down, that would be fine. Like I'd be like, okay, yeah, I won't stream during then. I won't be playing games during then, or expecting YouTube during that time. I'll just do something else. Like I'm sure people will be like mad and upset, like I should have my blah blah blah. But like in the middle of the night, yeah, like realistically, there aren't that many people using it, so it should be a problem. But let us know. So I know I can plan accordingly. I could do something else during that time. I could just do like I don't know. I could sweep and mop, clean my kitchen up, something like that. Not like it's dirty right now, but like you get what I mean. Like for people like me, it'd be appreciative. Just show a little dedication to it. If it's an emergency maintenance thing, they weren't planning it, it doesn't really matter. Just send an email. It's like, hey, we're doing this thing. Sorry for the inconvenience. Hopefully it'll be resolved by X next time. But we'll see. Alright, Stark Alder, tell me your entire dialogue sequence again.
This is where your alliance congregates.
A calculated
Third time's
choice.
the charm.
Lion's Arch is neutral territory.
The stories from this trip will make good fodder when I return. Gossip sits in their bellies like a fresh harvest.
You'll get plenty of that. How can I prepare you for the audience?
Honey wine, but we've none to spare. I'll be fine. We've hosted travelers over time.
Funnily enough, I'm drinking honey wine right now.
To bargain besides information. I'm not unaware of the world. Just been a long time since we've needed to seek aid from others.
You and I are aligned, at least.
Good. After you, Wayfinder.
Alright, let's do this again. Giggity giggity goo. I'm Mr. Magoo.
All members are present. Welcome, leadership from the Pact. Finally. The room is getting fuller by the day. We can begin.
We thank the Council for their discretion and speed. Your summons said as much, but recent developments are troublesome.
Are the cryptids back? Are they not so contained?
A different threat. Warden Frode, your report?
A Titan has been sighted in Janthir. A few of my Astral Ward in the area got a good look after it fled into the bay.
A Titan? I've certainly read of them. The burning of Ascalon. The door of Komali. Stories filled with deception. Are you sure?
Yes. Multiple first-hand accounts of a giant insectile beast. The Ward is gathering all the readings we can.
Our records are likely dated, mind you. And this one may be more evolved than the hive we've encountered before.
Luckily, the commander was in the right place at the right time. Witnessed the attack alongside Kaith and Imperator Malice.
Oh yeah, well, that's convenient.
Yeah, it is convenient,
it's
huh?
all true. While working with the Astral Ward in Janthir, we
Convenient
encountered
that you're
the
the only
Coden of
counselor here,
Harvest
Ludo.
Den. We sought to establish diplomatic bonds with them on behalf of Queen Jenna when the Titan attacked. Its spawn kept us busy while it fled into the bay, smart enough to avoid the fight. But my experience is limited. Today I've brought Stoic Alder, the Claw of the Lowland Coden, to share his.
We noticed a change 3 seasons ago. The wildlife reacted first. They fled south. Bearkin went missing. We kept our suspicions level. It could have been any great creature. Janthir is fierce. But then, the land started to sour. I assumed it was your cryptus. But those ones attacked our mines, not the grasslands. This is a very different beast. My bearkin have lived in Janthir longer than your cities have stood tall. We know danger well. We respect its boundaries. But this being mats my fur. Whatever a Titan is, whatever this creature seeks, we should be cautious. The fact that he's taken refuge near the ruins of Bavanisos paints an uncertainty that we shouldn't allow to brew.
How many are there? One, you say?
That we've confirmed. He fled to the north while his spawn kept us distracted. Even the little one was nasty.
Titans are not solitary. We'd know if there were 20. But I'd expect at least 2, maybe 6. And I don't count their spawn.
What does the Astral Ward advise? This feels like the definition of your expertise.
I'd like to hear that too. The Astral Ward should offer the Scepter of Ore.
Lady Livia, do I want to know what happened to the poor guards stationed at the door?
I haven't protected that thing for a century and a half for it to collect dust and foul memories. Lost to time, I thought. You have the scepter?
We do. The lady surrendered it not long ago. Safer in my reserves than a velvet crypt beneath divinity's reach.
You know it's a good idea, Iskarin.
I don't know this legend. What is this Scepter of Ore? A weapon?
Legavo. Cast from raw magic by the seers. It was made to control beasts from the mists.
A solution perfectly sculpted to our problem. The answer is dropped into our laps.
The scepter should remain dormant.
And why's that, Your Majesty?
Pick a legend. That is a history caked in blood. All of its wielders have met some ill-carved fate.
Besides myself, of course. And she looks great.
Until we know what we're dealing with, I'd sooner pick up a sword again than leave our fate to archaic mysticism.
Stubborn as Linus. Your mother would be horrified.
Enough! Are we walking on coals? Queen Jenna, if you don't see this as feasible, what do you propose?
The scepter is an extreme solution to a fresh problem. We should send the commander back to Janthir to learn more.
I agree with the Queen. We don't know nearly enough about the threat at hand, or how useful the scepter would be here.
Well, I think we should get it over with and just try the damn thing. What are we risking here?
This creature is closer to my borders than yours. And Stoic Alders Coden are even closer. Harming our people is the risk.
Letting this thing roam about is just as dangerous to them.
Perhaps. But the scepter could do much worse. We are simply at an impasse.
Then what do we do? We vote on it.
It's a sound motion. We did form the Alliance for a reason.
Someone will be disappointed with the decision. Or dead.
Ideally, these Titans, and not us.
The Queen is right. I don't think everyone is going to agree.
And so we vote. Take some time to think. When everyone is prepared to make their decisions and has returned to their places, we'll begin.
Alright. Oh, so we gotta discuss it with all the delegates. Uda may be blowhard, but that doesn't mean she's wrong. We should not let the risk of the scepter could do what the scepter could do to eclipse what we know the Titans are doing. Another day, another crisis. Let's hope caution does not prevent the proper response.
I hear everyone's concerns, but between us, I don't know. We've endured so much pain already. Can you blame anyone for wanting to end things quickly?
Kinda speaking from experience here, but leaning on ancient magic isn't worth the cost.
Having fun?
The Seers are frustrating collaborators, not overly fond of sharing. You saw how specific and arcane the Shining Blade was. Legavo is similarly complex. It tests the will of its user, judges their intent. If the user is found wanting, well, those names have long been lost to time and memory.
Alright.
Isn't it obvious? It saw my intent to bring the White Mantle and their Mersat overlords to ruin for their abuse of the Bloodstones. The sacrifices, King Jaden's death.
Howie? Hello, Halber.
Ignore me. Musings from long ago. It offered me vengeance. I sent many enemies of Kryta to their oblivion.
Hope you're doing alright.
Probably liked the blood.
You just spent like 400 gold. Oh my goodness. On what?
Even I have limits. As for you, well, you don't lack for will. Even death couldn't stop you. I wouldn't bet against you. Before those unfortunate bandits, and then myself, its prior
40 supreme rooms of holding. Ugh! Ugh!
A little problematic.
Oh, that's painful.
Vizier Kilbron. He was responsible.
You got
for
all
sinking
32
ore.
bags though?
I'm
Heck
sure you've heard
yeah!
that particular story many times.
Hell yeah!
While the scepter wasn't responsible for
Oh,
the
that hurts
cataclysm,
though.
It was a very dense situation.
I just spent a lot of
Whenever
money
a
too. I
god
spent
is
about
involved,
200
and
gold-ish.
especially fiendish
Actually,
like
about
that,
150 gold.
certain cultural
So I could craft 4 fire
anxieties come to
assassins.
light.
Because I wanted the skin
I
for
don't suggest it
an
lightly,
outfit.
but it was cast to control
What's that for the
creatures from
invisible
the
bags?
mists.
Those will stay at 24.
Kilbron used
Oh
it to
yeah, so you could
control
have
the
like items.
Titans.
They don't get
There is risk, certainly.
pushed into like the
We
wrong
don't know
spot.
how well it works or if it does anymore.
Yeah.
But we should try.
I think what's most of my bags? Most of my bags are at most 24. Now I have done 20 slot bags. I actually could probably craft another 24 slot bag. I'm slowly going through and making them all 24, and then I'm going to go up again and etc. etc. Congratulations. That's super sick, though. Heck yeah. 13 bags or 32 slot now. Heck yes. That's so nice. That is so nice. That is absolutely epic. Congratulations. Absolutely sick. I bet. Those Supreme Runes of Holding are not cheap. My gosh, they're expensive. How much are they right now? Like right at this moment. Supreme Runes of Holding. Almost 20 freaking gold a pop. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, 1968, 96. Yeah. Oh, oh my gosh. How much? How much to get 400? Okay, 18. It's funny because I just had like 400-ish gold just a bit ago. Before I started streaming, I went ahead and crafted a Bowfire's Essence just so I could have a skin. And I didn't want to buy the weapon because it's like 400 something right now. 700 to 800. Oh my gosh, it's so much. I spent close to that amount when I crafted my legendary armor. Well, not, I guess in total. In total, I guess. But, oh my gosh. Ugh. It hurts, but it feels so good because it's worth it in the long run. In the long run, you'll thank yourself. Got the legendary dagger and sold it. Oh, yeah. Right now, any legendaries I make, I plan to keep. But, yeah. Getting those slot bags are so useful. Got some stuff in the gym store. Yeah, I have most stuff I need on the gym store. I accidentally bought the Janthir like expedition pack or whatever, and forgot that I got it with the weekly drop or whatever, so I had to put in a support ticket for it. I got my gyms back, thankfully, but I was so sad. I was like, oh no. The one thing you bought, yeah. Yeah, I got the weekly drops, and you get it in that, and I forgot that I got it already in that. But I got my money back, so it works out in the end. It worked out in the end. But congrats, heck yeah. Full, what was it, 32 you said? Yeah, 32 slot bags. Oh my gosh, I could only dream. That's one of the things I'm slowly working on over time. I'm going to slowly work on that. That is so sick, though. Super congrats. I know it hurts, but it's worth it in the long term. It's so worth it in the long term. Alright, Quijetta, what do you got? Commander, I've seen the consequences of rash actions. Using the scepter is a mistake. Anything the white mantle has touched should never be trusted. Like what you do. You're right. Titans have not pushed us. Not to the mainland, we have time. Let's hope we don't regret
I wish
this.
they could understand that what seems like an easy solution is often muddied with complication. But the final call is not mine. It can't be if we seek genuine unity.
Taking months to save up
Whatever
for it.
is chosen,
Yeah, it probably would. It would have taken a while.
We will live with
Especially if you just spent all your gold on everything. I'm kind of at the broke point right now on my account. Right now. Not gonna lie. Yes, I love Janthir Wild so far. I just got the Homestead a little bit ago. My stream crashed twice because my internet's being weird tonight, so I'm hoping it doesn't crash again. I've started this mission like 3 times now. This is my 3rd time on this mission just to do this. But I've been enjoying Janthir. I like the meta events. Like, they're fun. Yeah, they're super cool. And I've been enjoying the story. I like kind of like, I don't know how more down to earth it is. I've done some of the events as well, like the Bog Queen event. And a few of the others. I need to kill all the champions on the first map. I do have the maps unlocked, like both of them, because I had a guildie like take me to all the waypoints. But yeah. Good news is what? Yeah, it has no like major meta event. It just has the Bog Queen. That's like the only one I've seen that's like kind of big. And the Bog Queen's pretty fun. That's a pretty fun event, and I like it's not like a world-ending threat. It's just, you know, a monstrous creature that you murder. Dragons, rogue gods, plague, a lich. Why not return of the Titans? We'll suffer enough. Why not use the scepter? Survivors, you know, we need to help Code and others survive. Perhaps, but none of those problems had easy solutions
When
either.
Queen Jenna invited me to the Alliance, I didn't think things would spice up so quickly.
Like a mass
Ilona
world
has a
boss about
long
to start.
history with events
Ooh,
such as
that's
this.
cool.
I know my response.
I haven't got there yet,
Think
so
on
I'll wait.
yours.
I just want to get through the story, but I'm sure I'll do that world boss plenty of times. I will definitely be on these maps even off stream doing stuff. Firstborn Dagnet. Why must a new Code and ally think? What are must Code and ally think of us, watching us bicker like saplings? They're an old race, deriving wisdom from thousands of years of history. We should stand together, not brawl. Wisdom will tell them to be cautious. We shouldn't risk anything. Firstborn, we cannot leave our ally to wither on the vine. And when to use it. I must stand by my decision, Commander. Think on yours.
I don't know, Commander. I'm prone to agree with the Queen's hesitation. We know so little.
We're back to NG. Ooh. Have fun on your NG. I kind of want to play an engineer, like maybe a Hollorsmith. But then I don't know. I'm still committed to my Mesmer right now. But at some point, I might start switching to the other classes. Who knows? Maybe I'll start doing like a 1 to 80 series or something like that, where I just start leveling other classes like Thief, Engineer, and all that. Engineer is one of those classes I'm interested in. They seem fun. They're like one of the least popular classes, I think, in total. But I think they're worth checking out. I like the class fantasy of Engineer. If Ritlock was here, he wouldn't hesitate to use Scepter. He'd dive in without a thought, just like before, and suffer the consequences afterwards. So do whatever Whitlock would do.
Lot to consider, but I think I know my stance. We'll see how this resolves.
Alright. Council Ludo. Fools. Surrounded by fools. Magic, like anything, is a tool. We should not misuse the scepter. Chancellor, please. All of us have faced disaster. Let's not sow division now. Sow division now. Fools.
You know my take. If we have a solution, we should use it. If the Astral Ward is so powerful, they owe us a demonstration.
Ludo. What do you have the name of the best character in Starvers of the Forces of Evil? Never thought I'd say, but dealing with June is easier than dealing with this. Canthans are not afraid of taking risks, but Jenna is right. Risk without thought leads to tragedy. Embrace use trying to help you people. Is this so different? I don't disagree. I don't know if we can calculate that risk. Cantha has had enough tragedy, Commander. I know what I have to do.
Thankfully, Cantha had not yet closed its borders before the events Dagonet described. I've read of the Titans, and I've read of all that connected them. Abaddon, Shiro. It feels too complicated to make a sudden choice. I'd advise caution, but I see it in your eyes already.
I'm starting to regret my decision to open up the war to the world. Our hands are tied, and half of these delegates are voting on things they know nothing about. Part of being part of the world is accepting that you cannot stand alone. It's enough that the war is during at this time. They know the scepter has a bloody history. They don't want that repeated. Honestly, yes. We have things far worse than the scepter locked away. If they're afraid of it, I doubt they're ready to learn the real truth of the world.
I don't disagree with caution. The risk is critical in dire moments, but I will abide by their decision. Historically, if the Ward needed to take action, we simply took it. I must wait now. I don't want to regret this.
The last delegate has returned to their podium. It is time. All in favor of utilizing the Scepter of Ore to combat the Titan threat, say yay. And those who oppose, preferring the commander return to Janthir to conduct further research, nay.
We're all so shy. I'll start. Nay.
Nay.
Yay.
Yay! A firm nay.
Nay.
Krisha.
Yay.
Nay.
We can't afford to hesitate. Let's use a scepter. It's not the time for rash choices. Yay or nay? I feel like there's like one last choice. Like, no matter what I choose, the outcome's going to happen. But I don't think the scepter is the right choice. Unironically, I think it's going to cause just as much trouble and devastation.
Nay. And we will not be using the scepter. More research is critical before we make such a call.
And when we do need the scepter, are we voting again?
We very well might, Counselor. For now, we are investigating the threat. If more action is needed, we will
Absolutely,
approach
Halber.
that. Imperator Malice, Kaith, and the Commander will return to Janthir with Stoic Alder immediately. Learn all you're able.
Stoic Alder, do your people have a secure route into the Isles? If Iskarin is correct...
And I am.
Then we should expect the worst. At least one Titan has returned to Tyria.
I've sent scouts to map the ruins before. We can approach from the south, take the river inland, and establish camps. These things threaten my home, my son. My spear will aid this alliance.
Adjourned.
Heck yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think using the scepter is going to cause some problems. That's going to wind up being either the next story plot thread or a thing that's going to be used down the line. It's going to be like multiple bad things happen at the same time. All right, Kaith, what do you guys say?
What was it like? Horrifying. We've faced many threats, big ones, but this time felt different. I don't want to catastrophize and call it an omen, but this creature escaping or entering from the mists is a scary concept.
You're not catastrophizing. Things that used to be rare suddenly feel like a routine season.
Shocking routine seasons.
Imperator, I would watch your tone. Anyone but me might disapprove.
My tone? My tone is fine. It's your logic that isn't. This is a Titan we're dealing with. What they did to our people.
Awful. And the things they made us do were worse. But that doesn't mean we should turn to some cursed wand. I hear your opinion. I agree. But you're Ash. Collecting data and understanding every corner is how you rose to Imperator. So, are you level-headed enough to return to the field?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Otis note.
Any strong feelings about the vote, you two?
I'm happy with the result. When we're dealing with gods, or creatures that pretend to be gods, caution must be observed. Maybe they want us to make the obvious choice. There's no way to know until we do our research.
It's certainly not my place. I'm just the royal messenger to the Dominion's great house, after all.
Just the royal messenger. She is very modest.
But I can see both sides. I see the want to dissolve the problem swiftly, and I also see the need to be patient.
Politics can be very delicate indeed. And knowing the song behind your opposition's march is critical in informing your own.
Sure don't envy you two. I just hope this gets cleaned up before anyone else gets hurt.
Why is your voice constantly changing? It's so weird. I wonder if that's like supposed to happen or if they're just accidentally adding that effect. Maybe that's a glitch. Counselor Ludo, my buddy, my main Asura, how you doing? You happy about this? Don't be so calm.
Foolish. What a silly decision. One more bad report for the Arcane Council. I'll be fine. Just fuming. Move along.
Alright, alright, alright. The superior Asura gotta stick together.
Well, I can't argue with the majority. Their suspicions must be warranted. I just don't want more destruction.
Neither do I, brother.
Alright. Queen Jenna?
I wouldn't have advised that call, my queen. I think there's a better option. A smarter option.
It's good you're not her advisor, then.
This is why I don't keep both of you on my shoulder at the same time. Agree to disagree, Lady Livia. You are welcome to express your opinion, but I do not share it.
Isgarin, must I remind you that we are trying to prove a point in our participation here?
If we weren't in this alliance, the Titans would be taken care of.
That the Astral Ward does not make quick decisions. We think things through, and you don't know that. We have so few members now. The Spire may be irreparable. And you are tired, my friend. We all need each other. Tyria isn't safe from the mists anymore.
Alright. Isgarin's all being whiny-piney. Stuart Alder. How Stuart old are you? And how hard is your alder?
Oh well. Could have been worse?
I don't envy your status,
Boop de snoop.
Wayfinder. My
Boop de snoop.
mate was the Globetrotter.
Boop de snoop.
I prefer the personal
Boop.
politics of the village council.
Boop.
The Isles should make us nervous. The lowlands are familiar, but we never stay long. If you haven't heard my warnings yet,
Starting to get a good idea.
remain honest, and we'll wash our paws of this. We meet in Janthir.
Going to Janthir. Yeah. Guitar solo. Telling this out. Alright. Alright. Oh, East Arrow.
You're
Boing.
back. We need to reach the northern shore. Yesterday. No time to pack.
You're stressed. Tell me what happened.
Fading Aurora. She left the village. We have to go after her. She won't survive a day on the Isles by herself.
She went to the Isles. Why?
I don't know. She didn't say exactly. When Pa returned, he told the council about your meeting. The Titans.
Did he go with her?
No, he's with the council now. She left on her own. I'll bet you my best skipping stone that she went after this stranger. I'm going after her too.
You like
You
her.
should tell your father. See if we can rally a few spears.
I'm not asking for his permission, and I don't need you to lead the way. I'm heading to the North Shore. I'll take a boat into the Isles and see if I can catch up to her. You're not obligated to join me, but I won't turn you away.
You've got spunk, kid. I'll give you that.
Alright, let's see. Gotta go all the way to the northern corner of the shore. Alright. Stranger among festering lands. Festering basin.
This is as far inland as we can get. We'll have to continue on foot.
Have you
been here before?
A few times, but never without Ma or Grandma.
What about Stoic Alder?
He wouldn't bring me. No. Doesn't think it's safe.
Probably not safe.
Look.
My kind of place. Let's examine the corpses. Titan spawn. Straight from the Titan's maw.
I bet we'll find fading Aurora.
Strangers ahead. We'll fight through them.
Careful, Cub. This isn't a race.
Murder Nemo. Get wrecked, scrubs. Heck yeah.
The Val Raven should be drawn to the carnage, but the presence of the strangers keeps them away.
Mother Watchers. I hope your friend is alive.
I hope she's alive too. I'd love to remember who she was. I'm sure I met her. I probably don't remember her. Even if I see her face, I'm like, ah, she just looked like another bear. Boopity-doo, boopity-doo.
Wait. There. Fading Aurora. Come on.
Fading
The
Aurora.
multiplicity of your bestial nature flickers dull without air. I am Greer, and you are small.
Aurora, we came to help. Let's kill this thing and go home. Please.
My boy, you need to get out of here.
More moths to flame, sizzling with melancholy as they reach my ember.
You all need to listen to me. We need to clear the spawn and debris from the area. Right now, he holds control of this environment. If we can balance the
camera.
odds, I may be able to overwhelm him. Just enough. Pokey, do you have my seeds?
I never leave home without them.
Good.
Fascinating is your dedication to dying plots. I will turn this swamp to rot.
I mean, it's already a swamp. Is it really a big difference from the status quo of what a swamp is? Probably not. Do-do-do. I feel like I need to remove the rotted stumps and all that good stuff first. Then boom. Crap crawling on my shoulders. IRL. There's like a gnat flying around. I don't know why, because I don't have anything for gnats to like, but they're around. We'll look around to figure out what that is. There should be nothing around here. Oh wait, I realize now. I like none of my buffs. My buffs have died. They've gone away long ago. The great beyond. We are getting there. Come on. Restore the noxious mushrooms. And sitch. Alright, another run to stump. Alright. Another Titan spawn I gotta kill. There it is. Kind of a ways out of the way.
It's done. What now, Aurora?
Plant the seeds throughout the swamp. I'll warn you, they're very magical.
Planting seed. Is that how we do it? I need to go grab it? Oh, I have to grab it from you, dude? Seriously?
Watch out for his spawn. Dodge out of their way. We don't want to lose any seeds. I see. Your plants are undoing his corruption. It's magic, but it's balance.
Exactly.
I trust you.
Seeds, here!
Do 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 wow. Alright, alright. Getting a little bit closer to done with these seeds. Doop-a-doop, whoa! Please call the rainforest to totally success. Alright.
Seeds, here!
Dang it. There's an achievement tied to that. I lost it. If there is one. I don't know if there is one. That's gotta be BS though. As soon as I got the seed, there was already a projectile going towards me.
So sweet is the honey on your lips, just before his talons catch victory by the throat.
Calm your tantrum. We have a score to settle.
Sweet is this.
Through the Blightbringer.
Look at me. Last warning. Very well.
Mama Bear was playing no shiz.
Waiting sorrow.
I will explain.
Who? What are you?
Be the Charmin Mama Bear. She always wipes with at least 2-ply. Little guy, don't worry else I'll stab you in the behind. I keeps throwing all these nets and like throwing me off. The AoEs are. Doo-doo-doo. Greer the Blackbringer, your days of being a testy bestie are done.
My own dejection.
It is done.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I've got a burning question or two.
I wouldn't get too close. Not until we have answers.
Who are you?
Pokey, I will not hurt you.
Don't call me that. That's what my ma called me. Who are you?
I am Waiting Sorrow.
Not some healer from the Shiver Peaks, I take it. I can practically feel the magic dripping from your paws.
I am not.
Yeah, the person I'm looking for.
A rogue wizard. The Astral Ward is looking for you, Waiting Sorrow.
The moment they called you Wayfinder, I assumed your mission was to hunt me down.
Hunt is a strong word.
What fables did he tell you of me? That I take children and siphon their young magic?
Only that I'm to assume you're dangerous.
I helped you kill the beast, didn't I? If I was going to harm any of you, my hands would already be cleaned of it. Poised arrow. I'm sorry. I can explain everything. I just need you to give me some time before we tell anyone.
You don't want my paw to know.
It's not the right time.
And I still have a few questions myself.
With time.
Oh, you're taking this poised arrow.
Are you okay?
I feel sick. My gut is turning and my arms won't still. I don't know what to think. I need to count the trees and mull it over.
Are you going to tell your father?
3, 4, 5, 6,
I wouldn't blame you
7,
if you
8,
did.
9, 10,
I want
11,
to.
12. Does this count?
I don't
3.
know if I should. I'll think about it. My ma taught me to step away when a hunt became too taxing. My thoughts and tongue aren't aligned.
Wise advice. Take as long as you need. I'll keep an eye on her.
Yeah, they're getting some research camps set up nearby. I'll be there. Gonna take a walk.
Waiting Sorrow.
Where is he going?
To think. If I just learned that my mentor was wanted for ambiguous transgressions, I'd be on the fence too.
I left a note. Ren should have known I meant no harm.
If you're talking about
Welcome back.
Astarin, I think we both know better than to assume he's rational.
What do you suggest then? Shall you
Nice.
haul me back to Omnitas?
Got
Bars
nothing
and
good.
chains?
Sad.
Do Titans still roam the
Ain't that
Isles?
give us?
Can
Ain't
we
that
count
take the
this
way?
battle fought?
Isgarin said to expect numbers, even if those numbers are low.
The earth here rumbles. I wouldn't blink if another stranger still walked upon these lands. The tendrils of my power reach outward, but the mistburn is disrupting my senses.
Mistburn? Does that have something to do with the Titans?
In part,
Ain't that never gave?
energy radiates from the mists. I expect wherever our Titan
I'm
came
sorry.
from, it was steeped in it. It bleeds into our
They
realm.
give it some time. Sometimes.
Another incalculable variable. Fun. So, what are we going to do with you?
Well, I'm not in chains yet. Why don't you tell me? If you don't tell the ward, I will not flee. Let us deal with them later.
I don't know the stakes under which you were advised to track her down, but she did help us kill the thing.
I've carried enough secrets in my pocket to know how burdensome that weight can be.
Then let me offer this. I will return to them, but only when I know my kin are secured from immediate danger. Let me roam on my own terms until then. I've only just adjusted to life without Iskarin's shackling gaze.
Whoops. I lost your detainment paperwork. Who are you again?
I haven't fought like that in a few decades. Maintaining a facade absent magic has left my flame flickering and, delicate. Will you make sure Pokey is well while I recover?
We'll tend to the cub, but don't get any ideas.
Impossible.
Impossible? How silly. Rotted Titan Ambers. Alright. That's a new thing I gotta start collecting.
Commander, you're far more versed on the Astral Ward than we are. But you might owe us a bit of an explanation.
Not your mess. It's hardly mine. I don't want to put you two in a tough spot.
Please, you're traveling with the Imperator of the Ash Legion and a thief turned diplomat. We can do covert.
With all the intel we've gathered so far, probably not far behind with our own assessments.
If you insist. When I met with Frode back at Moon Camp, he told me to keep an eye out for their missing wizard. I've heard the name, but not much else. She left the Astral Ward on uncertain terms, which makes Iskarin nervous.
Iskarin makes me nervous. Should we be afraid of her?
Maybe caution over fear. Didn't strike me as dangerous when she threw herself in front of Pokey.
We can do cautious, Commander.
Far as I know, she helped us fight that thing. Hell of a lot more than Iskarin has done here.
All Iskarin's done is basically suggest dropping a nuke on the problem and dealing with the consequences later. In kind of a literal sense, actually. Yeah, Iskarin wanted to nuke it, yeah. Basically, he wanted to do like the ultimate, like, we'll just destroy it immediately and then deal with the consequences later kind of action. That's how Iskarin works. Sometimes effective, sometimes a little bit much. He's a little bit much sometimes. And it would have worked. I mean, it probably would have worked, but, you know, who knows what else would have happened.
If you're looking for Poised Arrow, he's not here. Your scuffle with the stranger left his mind raw. I don't know what you endured. I haven't seen him so heavy with angst since Silken Weir left us.
In his emo phase.
After the mainland attack, his nerve was turbulent. He said you were left with little choice. My son survived. Your friends survived. I don't need to mourn what didn't come to fruition.
The creature that killed your kin is dead, and alchemy did its stink.
Another sunset. Did you find Aurora? Pokey didn't say.
She wasn't with the dead. A good sign, but we'll keep looking.
We'll settle camp and assess. Our forebears built sites across the Isle. Way stations, constructed after the Masat fell. Iskarin's warning hasn't escaped me. If a Titan lives, we'll find it. You can tell your alliance that. Wayfinder, my son, is Pokey okay?
Was that his first fight? Against something of that scale?
Of that scale, no. With distance and time, he'll come back to us with a clear head. Oh, I think Graced by Fire was looking for you and your allies. Probably wants to thank you.
Alright. Let me know when you seek the boy.
Farah, is our soldier escort here yet? I want to get into the ruins before another storm rolls in. Commander! Do we still call you Commander? Oh, never mind that. Heli, Priory Archivist. The Tyrian Alliance invited us to come study the Isles and help with the whole Titan situation. Fascinating, truly. I specialize in pre-searing human migration. When I heard about the ruined village here, I had to come. Gavril. That's what it was called. The only record the Priory has on it is a journal entry from a former inhabitant, Dorothy. Until all
Oh
this
gosh,
started,
is she from Kansas?
we had no idea where Gavril was. It was wiped from history. Though,
Did she
I
have
had
red
an
shoes that
something
clicked together and
very
did like a
bad
wish
happened
thing?
here. But I'm going to put it all together. We have to. If you happen to find any documentation,
Was there a wicked
town
witch?
records, personal
Is that what the
diaries,
Bog Queen is?
bring
The
them
Wicked
to me.
Witch?
Let's see what we find.
We will see. Okay, let's switch maps. Gotta talk to Grace by fire. Before I do that.
Hear what happened to Guiding Star's expedition team?
Yes.
They were attacked not once, but twice. This isle is trouble, it is.
Not by a stranger.
2 times attacked? Wow,
Just
that's
by
like 3
wolves,
less than
they
a
told
regular mission in this game.
According to Guiding Star, one was enormous and rotten.
I want to use
on this island never just
the
rabbits or
restroom really quick.
bees. They have to
So I'll
be
BRB.
beasts.
This thing?
Keep a sharp eye and senses sharper still. Find and dispose of anything dubious.
I'm back. Alright. Strange going on here.
On your feet again so soon after the attack? Kaith might have something to say about that.
Rest is for a calm soul. If I sit for long, I'll turn into a cub with a gut full of honey. I also heard the news. You killed it? The stranger?
It's true. I'm just glad we got Pokey out of there in one piece. That thing was... you know.
If my companions saw what that creature left behind, they'd be mortified. Spent their lives learning this land, protecting it. I'm relieved Pokey is okay, though.
Me too. But until we know what's left to fight, may as well find our footing. How can I help you stay seated? You need rest.
If you're offering, I could use a scout. Wilderness abounds. Only a few of us have spent any real time on the isle. With the Astral Ward and Bearkin moving inland, your help charting the area would benefit everyone. I've also observed troubling behavior among the local wildlife. Frenzied, enraged. creatures that don't usually attack. But that can be our problem next. But once you're done charting, come back to me.
Alright, so we just gotta do a ton of crap in the wild areas. You know, I might actually just call it now. I got work tonight and I was getting a little tired, getting a little worn out. I don't have quite the energy I did yesterday. So I might just go ahead and call it. This has been pretty good setup. We had a little bit of setbacks with internet issues, but you know, it's all fine. You don't need to rush through everything. I don't want to rush through all this. I enjoy it. And I'm having a good time. I'll probably be back on, it'll probably be Sunday morning, but like, you know, it's my Saturday, but it's everybody else's like Sunday. I can get back on. So, well, yeah. That'll be everybody else's Sunday. I might hop back on. Who knows? I might even do some World vs. World on Saturday morning or something like that. Who knows? I'm not really sure. But I did appreciate everybody who's come, checked out the stream, hung out, all that. If you haven't considered a follow, please consider it. That would be very much appreciated. I think I'm at 45 now. I think it's at 45. Just reach 5 board. I think I can hit partner. Woo! That's super cool. But regardless, thank you all so much. I want to call it there so I can start working on. I need to get some food, and then I also need to start kind of working myself down. I work a little bit later than normal tonight, but still, I want to start winding down, getting ready for that. I'm still loving Janthir Wilds. I do really love it. I like the story. I'm loving these environments. Like, just kind of looking at this, like this, I don't know, this like kind of a little bit gray and foggier, but it's like, I don't know, it just feels so different than what we've been having for so long now. You know, all the other areas are like this grand spectacle. It's just nice to have something a little bit more, you know, Brisbane, Fort Hills, kind of, if you get what I mean, you know, just feels a little bit more standard in a good way. But regardless, thank you all so much. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Have a good evening. And I'll see you next time, peeps. Bye-bye.